That's an important role for us. It's interesting in some of these investigations what we just found last week. So last Wednesday, we had a retired FBI agent who ran the Washington office, which is one of the busiest sub-offices there is. And he was involved in the raid on President Trump's location. And he literally raised questions. Why would we raid Mar-a-Lago? Why wouldn't we just call the attorneys? Well, Jack Smith said, no, we have to raid it. So then he said, well, that's not normal use. So maybe when we get there, we should call the attorneys in. They said, no, not to do that. So what's concerning to us is this being treated differently in other realms? And is there a timeline on the records of when the former president has to bring them back? There's no timeline in the legislation. There's no criminal statute in the legislation, but they're raising it a different way. I don't know, is it a good picture to have boxes in a garage that opens up all the time? A bathroom door locked. So look, I don't want people to take these documents away, the vice president, Pence, but as a senator, you'd have to steal the documents.
But some of these documents were in a ballroom.
You have a lot of these documents behind a Corvette in a garage with the door wide open. And you've got a son of Hunter Biden, who knows who he has there, in and out. I mean, there's a lot of concerns on both sides. I think President Trump has not been treated equally like everybody else in this process. Think for one moment, when you left the office and the boxes were all boxed up, do you think the president puts everything in those boxes? There's not a timeline when those documents come back, and they say the archives is supposed to work with them. Why didn't we follow that all the way through? And I think when you're looking now currently at a current president that has documents sitting behind his automobile in a garage that date all the way back to a senator, that raises a lot. If you're charging one and not charging the other, you raid one house but you don't raid the other, that's a little different, and that's not fair. And I think the one thing people will say in America, they believe in the rule of law and it should be fair applied to everybody. But right now, it really seems that it's not fair.